Okay, so here is our final one for this week, and that is I would write on the whiteboard, it says, what is our stickiness? So, meaning like, what keeps you coming back? And please make sure you regularly ask your practice members questions like that. Like, what makes you come here again? Why are you here? What do you tell others about our relationship in your care? When someone brings up health, what do you chime in about and based on what you've learned here? So the whiteboard topic will say, like, what is our stickiness? So then I'm simply going to ask my practice member. So I got to ask you, like, so what's our stickiness? What keeps you in tight? What keeps you coming back? So let's say they say, I don't know, Dr. Barb, I just feel so much better. So we always go clarification, points of agreement, solution. So we always clarify what they're saying. Then we get to points of agreement, and then we get to solution, and you'll see just a second what I'm talking about. So they say, you just make me feel better. Awesome. Let me ask you something. Now that you're feeling better, how is that impacting the quality of your life? Oh, well, you know what? Like now I'm sleeping better, and now I have better relationships, or I'm back to working out, or, I'm back to working in the yard again. It could be, now I'm not taking medications. Now I'm not scheduled for surgery, or whatever it happens to be. It always starts with clarification, then points of agreement, and then solution. So now they're saying all these things, right? So pick up on what they're saying. So like with this individuals that we just pretended that we were talking about. So they said, I can sleep better. I have more energy. I'm back to working in the yard. So I would simply pick up on one of them and say, hey, let me ask you something. Who's like the first person that comes to mind that's in your life that regularly complains they don't have a whole lot of energy? You may hear things like, oh, I'm just so tired. I just want to go home and veg out. Or you may hear something like, I would love to do that with you, but I just don't have the energy. I could never keep up. So like, who's the first person that comes to mind that complains to you the most about not having enough energy? And let's say they're like, oh my gosh, this lady at work, she's just always complaining how exhausted she is. Then I'm going to clarify. Okay, what's her name? Her name is Mary. Beautiful. So let me ask you something. Like, tell me about Mary. What else does she say that indicates she doesn't have a whole lot of energy? Oh, well, she says blah, 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 blah. Beautiful. So let me ask you something. Let's pretend Mary was following in your healthy footsteps and she was getting adjusted regularly, and now she had tons of energy at work. How would that impact the quality of your life? And typically your practice member, and how do I know this? Because I've done it a bajillion times. That's how. Your practice member is going to be like, oh gosh, I just wouldn't have to listen to her so much. Or, I wouldn't have to feel bad because I feel really bad for Mary because she's always miserable. Beautiful. So there are 3 ways that we can partner together. First you have to ask, would you like to partner together to help Mary? And then they're going to say, well, yes, I would like to partner together to help Mary. Beautiful. There are 3 ways that we can do that. Number 1, she can come with you on your next visit, meet me, see how we do things here, determine if this is the place that she'd like to have help her regain and keep her health. Number 2, I can give you a referral gift packet. I'll include articles about other individuals who have regained their health, and testimonials. Or number 3, she can come with you to Strategies for a Healthy Living workshop and learn how to regain the health that she's lost, how to keep it once she finds it, and what is the connection between her spine, her nervous system, and having more energy. So which of those 3 works best for you? Guest with you on your next visit, referral gift packet, or guest at the Strategies for Healthy Living workshop. Bada boom, bada bing. So there we did another one in however many minutes, not very minutes. So that is our stickiness. So what is our stickiness? And then also when you get a really great feedback on that, like immediately you could take it to a testimonial. So how you would do that is, let's say that a practice member just told you something great. Well, you can say, hey, you know what? Let me ask you something. Do you like to make a lasting impact in the lives of others? And of course, everyone says yes. Awesome. So I do too. So here's what I'd like to do. Would you join me and go to the front of the office where there's all kinds of people waiting, and you can share that exact same story with them? Because I think it will encourage them too. Would that be okay with you? And then you're like, yeah, sure, no problem. So you walk up front, and then we always just did like, put your clapping hands together. Susie's got something to tell you. And then everyone would be encouraged, or maybe they didn't know something about the service that you're providing, or they're not getting this, they didn't recognize that benefit. You can also say, hey, would you like to make a lasting impact in the lives of others? Yes, I would. Beautiful. Can we do that whole thing again? And I'll just like go on to my phone. And we'll go straight to Facebook Live and you can share the same story. Don't worry about rehearsing it. I'll ask you the questions. I'll be right here with you. And then we can let the whole world know how awesome you are and what a great choice you've made in choosing my office for chiropractic care. So that's option number 2. Option number 3 would be, hey, can I turn my phone on you real quickly and just like record that? Because I got to tell you, you rocked that answer and I am so honored to be your chiropractor. Now, if they decide to do that, no problem. So I think now we're on option number 4. So option number 4 would be to grab your from my heart to yours and just say, hey, you know what? Your words were just like so awesome. I wonder if you would take just a couple of minutes and complete this quick little testimonial form and recapture what you just said on paper so I can share it with other people. So that's option 4. Option 5, yes, can you tell? I love to leverage testimonials. Actually, I have 13 ways that you can leverage testimonials. If you want to ask me for it, I'll be happy to share it with you. So option number 5 would be to, when they leave the office, I had sticky notes all over my office because I didn't want to keep things in my mind because then it clouded my ability to be present, time conscious with practice members. And I would just quickly like write the bullet points of what they said. I'd put the date on it, their name. And then I usually wrote at the top, like, how did I get to that point? Like, you know, WBT stickiness. And then I simply would put it in the email format. It's called the email testimonial template, and say, hey, could you please make sure that I got these words right? They were really an encouragement to me. And I wondered if you would check over them, make any changes. And if it would be okay with you if I shared your words with others who are looking for a chiropractor and great service like you've just described. So that's number 5. Number 6 would be the same kind of thing, but then you ask them to share it with their database. So there you go. Whiteboard topic, referral request, and 6 ways to leverage a testimonial. So always overpromise and overdeliver. That's my theory. All right. Thanks so much. Have a great day and happy Friday, a day early.